words of Jesus, who says, "Come to me and I will give you rest." Not just encouragement, actually an invitation. He's saying, "Come on, come to me and I will give you the rest that you're looking for." In Matthew chapter 11, Jesus is talking to people who are spiritually and emotionally exhausted. They were trying to follow all the rules. They were trying to follow God, but these religious leaders that were in charge were just piling on. They were adding rule after rule after rule, making it impossible to be a true good, quote unquote, person who is following God. And so their faith in God was starting to feel really heavy and like they couldn't carry it. And instead of giving them life, instead of being a joy to worship God, it became a burden to the people. And so Jesus, he's looking around and he tells these people who are so heavy emotionally, trying to make it on their own, trying to earn God's favor in their life. He says, "Well, wait a second, just come to me, all who are weary, all who are burdened. I can give you the rest that you're looking for." What he doesn't say to them is, "Fix yourself first before you come and follow me." He doesn't say, "Try harder, do better, make yourself more clean." He just says, "Come with me and I will give you rest." And this rest that he's talking about isn't this a physical thing. Sometimes it is. I have to admit, like, sometimes it's just I find rest physically just sitting in the presence of the Lord. But he is talking about in that moment, not just a physical thing. He's talking about this deep relief that comes when you stop trying to carry yourself into the presence of God, trying to make yourself good enough to sit in his presence. He's just saying, Jesus is just saying, the Son of God, think about this. He's telling people, just come with me. And I just asked myself the question, am I doing that, or am I trying to still earn his favor? Because grace is undeserved favor. Like we can't earn it. It's given to us as a gift. It's not cheap. Grace is not cheap. The Lord paid for grace with his own life to bring us this wonderful gift of forgiveness and joy that comes with knowing that he cleanses us. So the question I have is, what am I carrying alone? That Jesus actually invited me to bring along, to bring to him. Instead of me carrying it, he says, I can help you. I can do that. Maybe it's stress. We all feel stress at different times in our life. Different things happen. We feel guilty sometimes because of different things that we say or do. Or I was just thinking this morning, I was just getting ready and making my coffee, and somebody had said something to me, and I was like, "Oh, me." I opened my stupid mouth and I said something that I shouldn't, and they're like, "Hey, did you really mean that?" And I was like, "No, I didn't. I'm sorry." And I just was feeling guilty about that today. And then what about like things we carry, like our responsibilities that feel overwhelming? Sometimes people go through a lot of different things and they feel the stress and the responsibility to pay bills, or raise your kids, or all of these different things, or get things done. But Jesus' invitation is still standing today. He looks at our life, he looks around, he sees everything just as he did that day. He saw those people trying to work so hard to please God. And all he is saying, the same thing. He says, "Come to me." So today, instead of holding everything inside, bring it to the Lord in prayer. Talk to him honestly. He is your Savior. He calls you friend. If you've surrendered your life to him and you're following him, he says, "I want to have a relationship." Speak to him honestly, the frustrations, the hard things, the things that you don't necessarily even know that you can put into words. Write those things down. Release what's weighing your heart down. The rest that Jesus gives doesn't come from escaping your life. That's never the option. Like, you are where you are for this season. It is what it is. What the Lord promises, that when you're walking through where you're walking, he will be with you. He is going through it with you. So the way that I would pray today as I think about these words of Jesus, I would say, Lord, I give you everything. I come to you with everything that's been weighing me down, the stress, anxiety, the fear, the guilt, the responsibilities, all of those things, Lord, the burdens that I have. Thank you for inviting me to walk with you. Thank you for giving me rest. Thank you for the knowledge that you are with me. Thank you for that, Lord. Thank you for giving me the rest that only you can provide. I trust in you today. Okay, that's all I want to say today. I hope that you have a great day. It is freezing cold out there, so hopefully you don't have to be outside today. If you do, um, I hope you're dressed very warmly. My goal is to not leave the house today. I'm going to work from home today, and I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on, and so God bless you today, and I hope that you have a good one.